in chapter 16, shloka number 1 to 3. These 26 qualities, if we develop in our life, then we become eligible for self-realization. अगर ये हमारे में 26 गुण आ गए, कितने बताए? 26 गुण. If we can develop these 26 gunas, then we will be able to get self-realization. We are able to worship and serve Hare Krishna and see Krishna. So what are these 26 qualities? Would you like to know? 26 गुण जानने हैं आपको क्या क्या है? ये गुण क्या क्या है? ये है भगवान यहाँ पे भगवत गीता में कहते हैं 26 qualities which will help you to realize Krishna. So what are these? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Samashuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavastitah Dhanam Damascha Yagnascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodhas Tyaga Shantirapaushunam Daya Bhuteshwalo Luptvam Mardavam Harir Achapalam Tejakshama Dhritir Shaucham Adroho Nati Manita Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Abhijatasya Bharata. So in this shloka 26 qualities are mentioned. तो हम क्या करेंगे, धीरे धीरे ये 26 गुण को हम पढ़ेंगे और जानेंगे कि ये 26 गुण हमारे में कैसे आ सकते हैं, क्या क्या है. Supreme Personality of Godhead said 26 qualities are here. We are not going to go rapidly, we will go one by one. So first one is, it says fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault finding, compassion for all living beings, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly man endowed with divine nature. So these are too many to learn, right? Even to read is too many. So let's do one by one. So these are the 26 godly qualities. If we gradually develop these qualities, then we become eligible to see Krishna and we become eligible for self-realization. जो भगवान के भक्त है उसमें ये 26 गुण चाहिए. तो क्या क्या गुण है पहले हम देखते हैं, एक एक करके देखेंगे. तो पहला है फियरलेसनेस. फियरलेसनेस को क्या कहते हैं संस्कृत में? अभयम. अभयम मीन्स वन हु इज नॉट अफ्रेड ऑफ, किसी को किसका भय नहीं है उसको क्या कहते हैं? अभय. सो अभयम इज द वन ऑफ दिस 26 क्वालिटीज ऑफ डिवोटी ऑफ लॉर्ड. भगवान के जो भक्त है वो किसी से भी डरते नहीं है. क्यों नहीं डरते हैं? भगवान के भक्त जो है उनका भगवान में बहुत विश्वास रहता है. क्या विश्वास रहता है? रक्षसी यदि विश्वासो. सो डिवोटीज ऑफ लॉर्ड आर 100% कन्विंस्ड. क्या कन्विंस्ड रहता है उनका? डिवोटीज आर कन्विंस्ड दैट कृष्णा विल प्रोटेक्ट मी. कुछ भी हो जाए भगवान मेरी रक्षा करेंगे. मेरी नहीं, मेरे आजू बाजू सबकी भगवान रक्षा करेंगे. जैसे यहाँ पे ये फोटोग्राफ में आप देख सकते हैं प्रहलाद महाराज है. प्रहलाद महाराज को मारने के लिए हिरण्यकशिपु सेंट सो मेनी डिमंस, बट प्रहलाद वाज कन्विंस्ड. व्हाट इज दैट कन्विक्शन ऑफ प्रहलाद? प्रहलाद महाराज का कन्विक्शन था कि भगवान मुझे कभी अकेला नहीं छोड़ेंगे. तो भगवान के जो भक्त हैं उनका अटूट विश्वास रहता है. जीवन में कितना भी दुख क्यों ना आ जाए, क्या कहते हैं भगवान के भक्त? कृष्णा विल नेवर लीव मी अलोन। हमारे में इतना विश्वास होना चाहिए कि कुछ भी हो जाए भगवान मेरे साथ हमेशा है और रहेंगे। तो ये वन ऑफ द क्वालिटी ऑफ अ डिवोटी ऑफ लॉर्ड। अगर हमारे में इतना विश्वास है तो फिर भगवान आके खड़े हो जाएंगे हमारे सामने। कृष्णा हैज टू कम। इफ द डिवोटी हैज फर्म फेथ इन कृष्णा, कृष्णा विल कम। When Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad, where is your Krishna? He said, my Krishna is everywhere. So he said, is the Krishna in this pillar? There was no Krishna in the pillar. But conviction of Prahlad was so much that Krishna had to come from the pillar in the form of Narsimha. भगवान को आके खड़ा रहना पड़ता है क्योंकि भगवान का भक्त का इतना विश्वास है। जैसे मीराबाई है, नरसिम्हा मेहता है, तुकाराम है, तो इतने सारे भगवान के भक्त हो गए। भगवान को वहां पे आना पड़ा। क्यों आना पड़ा? क्योंकि भगवान के भक्त का अटूट विश्वास था कि भगवान है और रहेंगे और आएंगे, जरूर से आएंगे। और आए भगवान, आना पड़ा। तो हमारे में इतना विश्वास होना चाहिए कि कुछ भी हो जाए भगवान मेरे से दूर कभी नहीं जाएंगे। रक्षसी इति विश्वास। प्रभुपाद जी लिखते हैं, even if I live in the darkest region of forest, I shall be accompanied by Krishna and he will give me all protection. This conviction that Krishna will always protect me is called as abhayam. दुनिया वाले आपको साथ दे न दे, लेकिन हमारे में इतना कन्विक्शन होना चाहिए कि भगवान मेरा साथ कभी नहीं छोड़ेंगे। आपके सगा संबंधी आपका साथ छोड़ सकते हैं, मित्र साथ छोड़ सकते हैं, लेकिन भगवान कभी नहीं छोड़ेंगे। लेकिन वो विश्वास होना चाहिए। अगर विश्वास नहीं है तो फिर कोई फायदा नहीं है। दुनिया में हम सबके ऊपर विश्वास करते हैं, लेकिन भगवान ऊपर ही विश्वास नहीं है। हम जब भी प्लेन में जाते हैं तो पायलट के ऊपर विश्वास रखते हैं कि वो ठीक से हमारा प्लेन लेके जाएगा। जहाँ इंडिया जाते हैं तो पायलट को जानते हैं आप? इंडिया जाते हैं तो डू यू नो द पायलट्स नेम? डू यू नो पायलट्स नेम? व्हेन यू फ्लाई टू इंडिया, you pay $2,000 and buy a ticket and give your life to a person whom you don't know even. आप अपनी ज़िंदगी पूरी पायलट के हाथ में सौंप देते हैं। अभी वो पायलट सो गया या पायलट को कुछ हो गया तो ख़त्म हो गया प्लेन। बट यू when you go to restaurant you pay the money to eat the food, yes or no? Why? Because you have faith that that person hasn't mixed the poison in the food. क्या गारंटी उसमें पॉइजन नहीं है? लेकिन आपको विश्वास है। जब आप कहीं भी जाते हैं दुनिया में, डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं सर्जरी करने के लिए, डॉक्टर आपको अंदर लेके जाता है सर्जरी करने के लिए, यू पे टू द डॉक्टर, राइट? और आपको विश्वास क्या है कि डॉक्टर मारेगा नहीं आपको अंदर जाके, है ना? तो सबके ऊपर विश्वास है, लेकिन किसके ऊपर विश्वास नहीं है? हमें कृष्ण के ऊपर विश्वास नहीं है। तो फिर हम क्या करते हैं? हम इधर उधर ढूंढते रहते हैं। रक्षसी इति विश्वासो, हे कृष्ण राखे कृष्ण मारे केन, मारे कृष्ण राखे केन। अगर भगवान आपकी रक्षा करना चाहते हैं तो कोई आपको हाथ भी नहीं लगा सकता, और अगर भगवान आपको मारना चाहते हैं तो कोई भी नहीं बचा पाएगा, है ना? तो हमें विश्वास इतना अटूट होना चाहिए। क्या होना चाहिए? किसके ऊपर? कृष्ण के ऊपर। कृष्ण के ऊपर विश्वास होना चाहिए कि हे प्रभु आप ही मेरी रक्षा करना। कभी कभी क्या होता है, समटाइम्स व्हेन यू आर इन डिफिकल्टी पीपल विल मिसगाइड यू। इस कोई आएगा कहेगा वो बाबा के पास जाओ, वो भस्म देगा आपको, वो आपकी रक्षा करेगा। या फिर और कोई कहेगा वो माता के पास जाओ, या फिर वो ये मंदिर जाओ, वो मंदिर जाओ, वो मंदिर जाओ। और लोग क्या करते हैं? दर दर भटकते हैं, है ना? ये डॉक्टर के पास, उसके पास, उसके पास। भगवान के ऊपर विश्वास नहीं है और सभी बाबा के ऊपर विश्वास है। बाबा को पैसे दे देंगे, बाबा कहेंगे ये मंत्र लगाऊंगा 25,000 रुपया दो, और देंगे भी लोग। हरे कृष्ण बेटू, हाउ आर यू? प्लीज कम हैव अ सीट। सो we should have a faith in Krishna, like Prahlad had faith in Krishna, that Krishna will always protect me, Krishna will never leave me alone, which is called as Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, which is called as fearlessness. This is one of the qualities of devotee. Next quality is Sattva Shama Shuddhi. 26 qualities. First quality is fearlessness, Abhaya, Abhayam. Abhayam means complete faith in Krishna. Next quality is Sattva Shama Shuddhir. This is one of the quality of a devotee. अगर आपको भगवान के पास जाना है, if you really want to see Krishna face to face, then you need to have these 26 qualities. First quality, fearlessness. Second quality is Sattva Samashuddhi. Sattva means purification. Sattva Samashuddhi, purifying one's existence. So, if you really want to see Krishna, then you have to purify your life. अगर आप पाप भी करेंगे और भगवान को देखना चाहेंगे तो पॉसिबल नहीं है. वेरी गुड. You can't see Krishna if you are simultaneously committing sinful activities. So to stop sinful activity, what do? So you follow rules and regulations. So there are 4 basic rules and regulations required to avoid sinful activities. So what are the 4 rules and regulations? First is no meat eating. We should never eat meat in our lifetime. Why? Because killing someone is sinful. So we should not kill any animal or even fish or eggs. So we should not have meat eating. Then second is no intoxication. This is purification. पहला purification का रास्ता क्या है? No meat eating. Second is no intoxication. What is non-intoxication means? No dependency on any substance. अगर भगवान के पास जाना है तो आपको कोई इंटॉक्सिकेशन नहीं करना है, which includes alcohol, drugs, smoking, even tea and coffee are also intoxication. So if you really want to be dependent on Krishna, then you have to avoid dependence on external substances. Third is no gambling. Gambling is also impurity. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So gambling is not good for spiritual development. So to that matter, gambling also means lottery buying also is a gambling, right? And then no relationship outside marriage life. Along with that, chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the purification process. Right? So Lord Krishna is describing 26 qualities, 26 godly qualities which are described in this shloka in Bhagavad Gita, and we are discussing. Just our friends who just joined us, I'm just going to tell them about this shloka and what we are discussing today. So they are with us and they know what we are doing today. So here is the shloka chapter number 16, shloka 1, 2 and 3, and then 26 qualities are described by Lord Krishna. This is the translation of that shloka, and these are the 26 godly qualities, and we are discussing one quality at a time. So these qualities are required for us for self-realization. अगर हमें भगवान के पास जाना है तो हमारे में ये 26 क्वालिटी होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. जैसे कि आपको कहीं आगे जाना है, if you want to progress in your life, you need certain qualities. Then only you can progress. So to go to Krishna, we need these 26 qualities, and we are talking about this. So first quality we talked about is Abhayam, fearlessness. So devotees are fearless. They are completely dependent on Krishna, and they have complete faith that I will always be protected by Krishna. The next quality we discussed is Sattva Shama Shuddhir. Devotees purify their life by following rules and regulations. So no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no relationship outside marriage life, and chanting Mahamantra. Third quality is Jnana Yoga Vyavastitaha. So devotees are always cultivating knowledge. And what are they cultivating knowledge from? from Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata. So devotees always are eager to learn, cultivation of spiritual knowledge. We should always be inquisitive about learning. If you always be willing to read Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, and always willing to hear from a bona fide spiritual master. तो भगवान के जो भक्त हैं उनमें एक गुण रहता है कि वो ज्ञान पाने के लिए उत्सुक रहते हैं. भगवद गीता और भागवतम का. हरे कृष्णा. वेलकम प्रभु. नाइस टू सी यू. And at the same time they are also willing to awaken others to Krishna consciousness also. So भगवान के जो भक्त है उसमें एक गुण क्या रहता है? They are always willing to learn from Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. They are never tired of hearing about Krishna or hearing from Krishna. So this is one of the quality of a devotee. And they are always willing to शेयर कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस विद अदर्स ऑल्सो. सो भगवान के भक्तों का ये गुण रहता है. हाँ, इसको क्या कहते हैं? ज्ञान योग. ज्ञान योग मीन्स ऑलवेज ईगर टू लर्न अबाउट कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस. देन फोर्थ क्वालिटी ऑफ डिवोटी इज दानम. दानम मीन्स चैरिटी. तो भगवान के जो भक्त रहते हैं दे ऑलवेज ईगर टू गिव. So this is the difference between the materialistic and the spiritualist. Spiritualists are always eager to give up, while materialists are always holding up. So charity is a very important quality of householders. जो गृहस्थ आश्रम में है, जिनके पास जो कोई, देखिए ब्रह्मचारी जो है, बच्चे हैं, स्टूडेंट्स हैं, they can't donate because they don't have money. You're a student, right? So they have very little money. Old people, they don't have money because they are retired. They do not have much money to donate. So who can donate? Only the people who are working. So charity is very, very important for householders. और भगवान भगवद गीता में कहते हैं कि यद करोषि यद अस्नासि यद तपस्यासि ददासि यद तत् कुरुष्व मदर्पणम. तो जो भी हम चैरिटी करें वो हम भगवान के लिए करें. कभी कभी चैरिटी हम तमोगुण में भी करते हैं, रजोगुण में भी करते हैं और सत्व गुण में भी करते हैं. कभी कभी लोग चैरिटी देते हैं, कहते हैं कि मेरा इधर नाम लिखो, आई एम गिविंग $1 million, मेक दिस हॉस्पिटल इन माई नेम. सो दैट इज चैरिटी इन द मोड ऑफ रजोगुण, पैशन. Sometimes you give money to somebody and with that money he will buy drug. What will happen? What is that charity in the mode of tamoguna? Some people are asking money and with that money they might smoke also. So you gave in a good intention but your misuse of your money. So that is tamoguna. So when we give a charity, we have to make sure that it is properly utilized at the right place, to right person, under right circumstances. These are three things: time, place and circumstances. So Lord Krishna says that whenever you give a charity, you give Mada Arpanam. Mada Arpanam means whatever you do, you give it by remembering Krishna. So Lord Krishna is saying that whatever you are eating, whatever you are undergoing austerity, whatever you are doing, whatever you are giving in charity, give it to me. And there is a wonderful example here in the picture. You can see there is a nice story of a Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. And one time when Bali Maharaj was doing a yagna, then a little boy came. Who was little boy? He was Lord. Very nice, very nice. What was the name of Lord Vishnu's avatar? Vaman avatar. You know Vaman avatar? Little avatar. So Lord Vishnu came. Why Lord Vishnu came? Because Bali Maharaj had occupied all the Devaloka also. Bali was the king of Asuras. And they had occupied the kingdom of Devraj Indra. So at that time, all the Devi Devtas, they approached Lord Vishnu. They said, okay, This Bali Maharaj had kicked us out from our home. So can you please protect us? So at that time, Lord Vishnu came in the form of a Vamana, a little Brahmana boy. And then little Brahmana boy asked for the Dakshina. So that time Bali Maharaj said, you ask whatever you want. So what did Bali Maharaj, Vaman Devta asked? He said, give me the land where I can put 3 steps of mine. So Shukracharya, who was the guru of Bali Maharaj, he said, oh, this little boy doesn't look like an ordinary person. This is Lord Vishnu himself. And he is asking 3 steps means he is going to take away everything what you have. Do not give anything to Lord Vishnu. But Bali Maharaj, he said that if Lord Vishnu has come to ask the charity from me, then I should give up everything. So, as soon as Bali Maharaj said, you take the land worth of 3 steps, in first 2 steps only Lord Vamana Devta covered everything, whatever Bali had. Then he said, where do I put my third step? So he said, now this body is yours, you take charge of it. So, so here in the picture you can see that Vaman Devta putting his foot on the Bali Maharaj's head. So we should be very charitable. भगवान की सेवा के लिए तो देना जरूरी है. Ideally it is said that we should donate 50% of our income for charity. But now our expenses are too many. Bills are running very high. If you give 50% in charity, then nothing will be left. Because you have to pay income tax, which is 35%. Then you have to pay tax, GST on everything, HST on everything. So at least 10% of our income should go in charity, which should be the rule, which is very, very important for Grihastha. Because when we give in charity, actually what's happening is that while earning our money, if we have committed any sinful activities, then those activities are taken care of. That is why we should give charity. So charity is very, very important. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Then next qualification which is mentioned among 26 qualities is Damaha. Damaha means self-control. What does self-control means? Who will tell me what is self-control? Do you understand self-control? खुद को कंट्रोल करना, क्या कंट्रोल करना यानी क्या? What is self-control means? This is one of the quality which is required if you really want to please Lord Krishna. So what is self-control? Self-control means controlling your senses. हमारी इंद्रियों को कंट्रोल करना. तो हमारी कौन सी इंद्रियां है? जैसे कि आँख है, कान है, नाक है, जीवा है. So our senses are very powerful, and all the sinful activities are committed by senses. कभी कभी आंखें नहीं देखने का देख लेती है, कान नहीं सुनने का सुन लेती है, जीवा नहीं बोलने का बोल देती है, कभी नहीं खाना है वो भी हम खा लेते हैं. So our senses are very powerful. So what is self control? Self control means sense control. इंद्रियों को कंट्रोल करना. तो इंद्रियों को कैसे कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं? जैसे भगवत गीता में भगवान ने एक एग्जाम्पल से बताया है. कौन बताएगा? हमने इसका डिस्कशन किया था कुछ दिन पहले. What is the analogy Lord Krishna uses for the sense control? How should we use our senses? Yes, that is nice example. That when that is mind control, when the mind is controlling the horses, that is a really nice example. But Lord Krishna gives example in Bhagavad Gita in second chapter 58th shloka, Kurmo anigvaha sarvashaha. Like a turtle controlling the sense. You remember that example? We have a video where the turtle being attacked by a lion, and the turtle withdraws its limb when the lion attacks within the कभी होता है टर्टल, उसके जो अवयव है वो बहुत सॉफ्ट रहते हैं और उसका शेल बहुत हार्ड रहता है. उसके शेल के ऊपर आप कितना भी मारो कुछ नहीं होएगा टर्टल को, लेकिन उसके इंद्रिया जो है, उसका लेग्स, आईज और हैंड्स, दे आर वेरी सॉफ्ट. So what happens? The turtle, what does it do? When a lion is attacking a turtle, the turtle will put all the limbs within the shell. Similarly, when we don't need our organs, what we do? We close it. Like, Gandhi says that do not see, which is bad. Three bandars of Gandhi, remember that? Three monkeys of Gandhi. So, sense control means sir, damaha. Damaha means self control. Who will read this? Nidhi, can you read loudly?
Yeah. One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as the tortoise draws his limbs within the shell is to be understood as truly situated in knowledge.
हाँ, ज्ञान किसको कहते हैं? तो ज्ञान से हम हमारी इंद्रियां कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, इसको ज्ञान कहते हैं, हाँ। जिससे कि हम अपने आप को कंट्रोल कर सकें, हाँ, इंद्रिया को कंट्रोल कर सकें, उसको ज्ञान कहते हैं. नॉट टू यूज द सेंसेस व्हेन दे आर नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. जहाँ सुनने की ज़रूरत नहीं है बंद कर देना है कान को, हाँ. जहाँ देखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है आँख बंद कर देनी है. Because more you conserve the energy, there is a law of energy, more you waste the energy, you will be energy deprived. More you conserve the energy, you will be energy efficient, like that. So our senses, they draw a lot of your energy. खाने में भी बहुत एनर्जी लगती है, देखने में, सुनने में. So what we hear has to be beneficial, what we see has to be beneficial, which is called as damaha, self-control. Then the next qualification Lord Krishna teaches is performing yagna. Yagna or sacrifice. Performing sacrifice is very important actually. We all must perform one or other yagna. Now generally yagna means fire yagna. We consider yagna as a fire yagna. But nowadays in the Kali Yuga we do not have that many paraphernalia, or we do not have that much amount of money to perform yagnas. When you perform yagna, you have to give abundant donation, you have to have all the paraphernalia, invite so many devotees, feed them. Nowadays, it's very difficult to cook everywhere, and the grocery is very expensive now, right? So, how can we do the yagna? So, the best yagna performed for the Kali Yuga, recommended for the Kali Yuga, is called as Sankirtan Yagna. So, what is the Sankirtan Yagna? Who will tell me what is the Sankirtan Yagna recommended for the age of Kali Yuga, which is recommended in a Upanishad which is called as Kali Santara Upanishad? What is that Yagna? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the mantra Yagna which is recommended for Kali Yuga. So we learned out of these 26 qualities, we learned fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control and performance of sacrifice. कितने quality हो गए? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh? Then study of the Vedas, the Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is very important. The next quality is study of Vedic literature. So our mind should be engaged in learning Vedic scriptures. Most of the time our mind is engaged in learning about politics or movies or what else we do. Facebook, WhatsApp, our mind is engaged with so many social medias, right? But we should always engage our mind in positive direction, actually. More we engage our mind in negative direction, what will happen? We waste energy. We are wasting our time. The greatest resource what we have is the time. If you have money, but if you do not have a time, then there is no use. People who have a lot of money but they have very less time, they cannot enjoy what the life they have because they are busy in making money. So that is called as loss of resource. So whatever the time we have, we should engage in. How much time we have in a day time? 24 hours. Big round of applause to Rishabh. But actually we do not have 24 hours because some of the time is compulsorily Gone in sleeping. How much we sleep every day? How much you sleep every day? At least 6 to 8 hours. Minimum 6, maximum 8 is recommended. You might be sleeping in between. So 8 hours, let's say 8 hours. So 8 hours are gone. So how much time left now out of 24 hours? 16. So one third time is gone. So one third life in sleeping, right? अगर आप 75 साल जीने वाले हैं तो 25 साल सोते रहो. That is the reality. Is that right? Sometimes we sleep more when we are little baby like Shloka. Baby sleep 12 hours, 15 hours, sometimes more. So almost 25 years are sleeping. Is that correct or wrong? 25 plus minus some. So how many years left out of 75 years? कितने रहे? 50 साल रह गए. उसमें से 8 घंटा तो काम करना ही पड़ता है, जॉब पे जाना पड़ता है ना, सबको जाना पड़ता है. इफ यू डोंट गो फॉर वर्क देन यू हैव टू गो टू स्कूल, राइट? So 8 hours are gone. So how much life left now? So another one third life left in working. So 25 गए पहले सोने में, 25 गए काम करने में. कितने रह गए अभी? कितने रह गए? 25 रह गए. तो अभी दिन का हिसाब लगाइए. अभी आपके पास लाइफ कितना है? एक्चुअली 25 साल का लाइफ रह गया है. आउट ऑफ दोस 25 years लेफ्ट, एवरी डे यू हैव टू टेक अ शावर, you have to go for a grocery, you have to cook the food. So how many years? Suppose 2 hours daily पकड़ लो, चलो कम से कम 2 घंटा तो पकड़ लो. खाने में आधा घंटा तो लग ही जाता है. 2 टाइम खाते 1 घंटा हो गया है ना. और कुकिंग किया तो और 1 घंटा, फिर बर्तन घिसो, साफ सफाई करो, 2-3 घंटे तो ऐसे ही निकल जाते हैं, है ना. तो आउट ऑफ दोज 25 years, just approximately consider 5 years gone for cooking, cleaning, all those. So how many years left? How many years left? 20 years left out of 25 years. Then every day you travel to work or travel to grocery store or travel for some picnic or go to somebody's marriage, किसी का birth anniversary, death anniversary. So you spend at least 2 years of your life in those things, you know. So how many years left now? 18 years left. So out of those 18 years, now you have very little time left. So now suppose you are now, say, average is the age here is now, say, I will guess 25 years average age here in this. So 25 gone, so how many left? 50. 50 में से बाकी का तो अभी हमारे ऐसे 18 years में से ऐसे गिनने को जाए तो हमारे पास 8-10 साल ही बचे हुए हैं सबके पास, है ना. इट्स नॉट अ बिग लाइफ. इज 8 years a big life? Yes or no? It's a very small life. It is the life of a dog actually. कुत्ता 8 साल जीता है, उतना ही हमारा लाइफ है. Actually we might be thinking that we have very long life, but we have not really long life. कुछ कुछ फिर घर बनाया, फिर मकान बनाया, फिर घर बेचा, ये किया वो किया, यहाँ से मूव कर रहे, यहाँ से वहाँ जा रहे, उसमें टाइम जाता है आधा तो जीवन, है ना. एक जॉब बदली, दूसरी जॉब में से तीसरी जॉब. कभी लोग ओवर टाइम भी करते हैं, 8 घंटे के बदले 16 घंटे काम करते हैं, ज़्यादा पैसा बनाएंगे, है ना. सो एक्चुअल लाइफ इज लेस देन 5 to 6 years. इज दैट गुड इनफ फॉर यू टू लिव? अगर 75 साल जिए आप तो आपके पास 5 से 6 साल रहते हैं जीवन के. दैट इज एट योर डिस्क्रिशन. इट्स अ वेरी लिटिल टाइम एक्चुअली. सो व्हाट शुड वी डू व्हेनेवर वी हैव टाइम? व्हाट शुड वी डू? We should scroll on Facebook and Instagram. Is that correct? So then that 5 years are also gone. Nothing is left here. Zero life left. Because human life is made for self-realization. Swadhyaya, study of Vedic literature. So whatever the little time we have, what should we do? We should make our efforts to learn Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Because very little time is there on our hands. How much time? If you live for 75 years, how much time you have? 5 years. I mean, I have very less. I'm 52. So I have like 1 or 2 years probably left. But life is very short, friends. Believe me or not, before you realize it will be finished. Before you realize anything, it will be finished. Now you might be thinking that we have a long life, but no. And once the human life is lost, you will never get an opportunity back. वापस मनुष्य जन्म कभी मिलेगा? We don't know. अगर मनुष्य जन्म मिल भी गया तो इतने अच्छे माता पिता, इतना अच्छा घर, इतना अच्छा कंट्री, इतना अच्छा, what is the permutation and combination? You see, what you have is 1 in billion actually. How many people on the planet have all the facilities, like intact body parts, good brain, good birth, all the facilities? How many people? Very few, very few. So we should use our life for study. What is my role? What is my life? Who is God? What happens after death? Is there any life after death? If so, why should I spend my time in like a dog and animal, a dog or cat? No? So we should use our life for cultivation of spiritual knowledge, right? So this is one of the quality of a devotee. Devotee will never waste his life or time. भगवान के भक्त है, वो गॉसिपिंग में बिल्कुल समय नहीं गवाएंगे. अगर कोई गॉसिप करता रहेगा तो कहेगा कि आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, थैंक यू सो मच, नॉट वेस्ट अ टाइम. देन नेक्स्ट क्वालिटी ऑफ अ डिवोटी इज तप. व्हाट इज तप? ऑस्टेरिटी, तपस्या करना. तपस्या मीन्स, व्हाट इज द तपस्या? कैन समबडी हेल्प मी टू अंडरस्टैंड तपस्या? Here in the picture you can see little boy, his name is, what is the name of this boy, Vrisha, who is doing tapasya, standing on one leg? And, very nice. Big round of applause to Rishabh. Nice. Dhruva Maharaj. So Dhruva Maharaj voluntarily took the austerity. What was the austerity Dhruva doing? Dhruva, single person, went to the forest and he wanted to please Lord Vishnu. So he did tapasya. He did not eat anything. He did not sleep. And in 6 months of time, he saw Lord Krishna face to face actually. So Dhruva did the tapasya. So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that you can do austerities with body, austerities with mind and austerity with speech. हाँ, तो आप तप कैसे कैसे कर सकते हैं? तो आप मन से भी तप कर सकते हैं, शरीर से भी तप करते हैं और जीवा से भी तप कर सकते हैं. तो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम पीपल बिलीव दैट austerity means tapa means doing fasting. There are many people who do fasting for a month, for a few days. Actually, tapasya is a very important part of Jain religion. So Jainism, they do fasting every year. Fasting also we do in Ekadashi day also fasting. So that is called austerity of body. Then what is the austerity of speech? तपस्या जीवा से कैसे कर सकते हैं? So what is that? It is Maun Vrata. That is one way, yes. Any other way? So Maun means not to talk anything, just keep quiet is austerity. It's not easy to keep quiet. Is that right? Yeah. Is it easy? It's not easy. Huh? It's called austerity. So anything which is difficult is called austerity. So now you're sitting here is also austerity. It's not easy to sit here for 45 minutes just like listening somebody. So that is austerity you're doing, right? So austerity of speech also means that not to speak which is unnecessary. जो जरूरत नहीं है उसकी बात नहीं करनी है, उसको भी ऑस्टेरिटी. और मन की तपस्या, हाउ डू यू डू ऑस्टेरिटी विथ माइंड? हाँ, very nice. Prabhuji is saying is correct. Thinking about Krishna, nothing else but Krishna. Thinking about welfare of others. How can I make my life happy and others' life also happy? This is austerity of mind. So without tapasya or austerity, we cannot get Krishna. भगवान को पाना है तो तपस्या करनी पड़ेगी. पढ़ना पड़ेगा, सुबह जल्दी उठना पड़ेगा. कितने बजे उठना पड़ता है भगवान को पाने के लिए? सुबह जल्दी उठना चाहिए. तो ऑस्टेरिटी ऑफ बॉडी, गेटिंग अप अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, टेकिंग शावर, देन चैंटिंग हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र, देन रीडिंग भगवद गीता भागवतम, डूइंग आरती कीर्तन पूजा, cooking for Krishna. These are austerities. Paying respects to our elders is austerity. Austerity of body. बड़ों का मान सम्मान करना, ये भी एक ऑस्टेरिटी है, तपस्या है. आजकल लोगों को मालूम नहीं है किसी को सम्मान कैसे करें. People don't pay respects also. So then Arjavam. Next quality is called Arjavam. Arjavam means simplicity. What is simplicity? Can anybody help? Simplicity क्या है? Simplicity means no duplicity. What is duplicity? तो खाने के दांत एक दिखाने के एक, इसको कहते हैं डुप्लीसिटी. अंडरस्टैंड? So you are something inside and showing outside different. That is called duplicity. But devotees of Lord are very simple and straightforward. They are very honest actually. भगवान के भक्त जो है उसके मन में ऐसा कुछ ईर्ष्या भाव या कोई बुरी भावनाएं नहीं रहती. वो जो भी है वो अपने मन में से बता देते हैं. जैसे कि बलि महाराज का एग्जाम्पल हमने देखा. तो बलि महाराज गुरु Shukracharya said that do not give anything to Vamana Devta, right? But still, what did Bali Maharaj do? Bali Maharaj was simple and straightforward. He said, if Lord Vishnu has come here, then I will give it to Lord Vishnu. So he was simple and straightforward. He said, I gave my word to Vaman Dev that you can take 3 steps of land. Now I'm not going to taking my word back. I said, okay. Let him take everything what he wants. That was सिंप्लिसिटी और आर्जवम. तो भगवान के भक्त है वो कभी किसी को चीटिंग नहीं करते हैं. अगर आपको भगवान के पास जाना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? सिंप्लिसिटी. सिंप्लिसिटी यानी नो चीटिंग, नो, वेरी ऑनेस्ट एंड स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. द नेक्स्ट गुण विच लॉर्ड कृष्ण एक्सप्लेन्स इज अहिंसा और नॉन वायलेंस. सो प्रभुपाद जी described ahimsa as not arresting the progressive life of any living entity. So हर एक जीव को वो शरीर में रहने का एक समय दिया जाता है. जैसे कि कोई जीव है उसको कुछ साल के लिए डॉग का लाइफ मिला है. Some living entity has got life as a, like say cat. Some living entity has got a life as a fish. Some living entity has a life as a, like say chicken, like that. तो अभी कैसा है देखिए, हमको ये शरीर में रहने के लिए एक कोटा मिला है. जैसे कि ये शरीर के अंदर समझो फॉर एग्जांपल कृष्णा हैज गिवन मी अ लाइफ टू लीव मी इन दिस बॉडी फॉर 75 ईयर्स, फॉर एग्जांपल. वैसे ही वो जो जानवर है उसको वो जैसे कि गऊ है, काव है, उसको वो शरीर में रहने के लिए कोटा दिया गया है. If you somehow or other you break the cycle of that particular life, then that life has to come back again and complete the another cycle. That is the Jiva cycle. Hare Krishna, welcome. इसलिए हम कभी किसी को जानवर को मार देते हैं, गलती से हमने चींटी को भी मार दिया तो क्या हो जाता है? That cheetah, that small ant has been given, say, to live in that particular body for, say, 10 days. And you kill that ant particular. Then that ant has to take birth again to finish its quota. So, Srila Prabhupada ji says that we should not arrest the progressive life of any living entity. So, we should not check anybody's progress. बिकॉज वो जीव में, वो शरीर में वो जीव रहने के बाद उसको आगे के योनि में जाने के लिए समय मिलता है. लेकिन आप अगर उसका प्रोग्रेस रोक देंगे तो वो योनि में अटका रहेगा. यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? आई गॉट दिस पिक्चर, somebody sent me this picture. It says revenge of nature. All the animals are outside and people are trapped inside in the COVID time, you see. Animals, nobody could check them. So no rules and regulations, but that was a revenge of nature. Hare Krishna, welcome. So we should not kill anyone. That is ahimsa. So what are the qualities we discussed just now? Some of the qualities we discussed: fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of Vedas, austerity, simplicity and non-violence. Now is the truthfulness. So we have got 3 more minutes and then we'll do the Aarti ceremony. Unless anybody has any questions. Satyam, truthfulness. What is truthfulness means? Truthfulness means not to distort the original meaning. That is called truthfulness. Some people, while explaining the Bhagavad Gita, they distort the meaning of the Bhagavad Gita. That is why Prabhupada ji has to translate Bhagavad Gita. It is called as, what is it called? What is it called? As it is means the truth is maintained there. What is the truth of Bhagavad Gita? What should you get at the end of reading Bhagavad Gita? What do you get at the end of Bhagavad Gita, reading Bhagavad Gita? आपको क्या मिलता है? कौन बताएगा? चलिए यहाँ से चालू करते हैं. सरेंडर टू कृष्णा. आप बताइए, भगवद गीता पढ़ी है आपने? तो फिर आपको पढ़ना है ये जीवन में. कितना टाइम बचा है आपके पास? हाउ मच टाइम लेफ्ट फॉर यू टू रीड भगवद गीता नाउ? 5 साल? अगर 75 बहुत कम है तो अभी इमरजेंसी है आपको. स्टार्ट रीडिंग भगवद गीता. हाउ अबाउट यू, हैव यू read भगवद गीता? नो. हाउ मच टाइम यू हैव? 5 years? That's big time. Huh? How much time you need to read Bhagavad Gita? How many shlokas? 700 श्लोकास. अगर रोज एक श्लोक पढ़ा तो कितने लगेंगे दिन पढ़ने के लिए? 2 साल लगेंगे. इतना समय चाहिए आपको. What do you read? What do you get at the end of Bhagavad Gita?
It's an honors manual, like you know your purpose of the life and know how to
Yes, very good.
live your life.
The user's manual. Yes. Yeah. So troubleshooting manual. Yes. How about you, Prabhuji? Jamil bhai? What should you get at the end of Bhagavad Gita? Same as copy paste. Yeah, good. Okay. Anybody else has a different answer? Okay. So we should get at the end of Bhagavad Gita what Arjuna got. What did Arjuna got Bhagavad Gita at the end? Arjuna got Krishna at the end of Bhagavad Gita. So at the end of reading Bhagavad Gita, if we get Krishna, then the Bhagavad Gita is as it is. So a lot of people translated Bhagavad Gita, but they distorted the meaning of Bhagavad Gita. There's one Dr. Chitale from Maharashtra. He translated Bhagavad Gita. He was a surgeon. So he translated Bhagavad Gita from Sanskrit to English as if a conversation between a doctor and a patient. So he was trying to give medicine at the end of Bhagavad Gita. So like that, people gave whatever they wanted because they use the word of Krishna and sell their own business. Anybody can do that, right? It's easy to manipulate the message of Bhagavad Gita. इसलिए भगवत प्रभुपाद जी had to translate it as it is. So at the end of reading Bhagavad Gita as it is, what do you get? You will get Krishna. अगर आप भगवद गीता के अंत में भगवान की कृपा पाना चाहते हैं तो as it is पढ़िए. So what is Satyam means? What did I say? Satyam means? Very nice. ट्रूथ को डिस्टॉर्ट नहीं करना है, जैसे है वैसे ही प्रेजेंट करना है, उसको कहते हैं ट्रूथफुलनेस. तो अगर आपको ट्रूथफुलनेस जाननी है तो भगवद गीता एज इट इज पढ़नी है. दिस इज द नेक्स्ट क्वालिटी ऑफ अ डिवोटी. वी हैव 2 more minutes. Few more qualities of devotees we can see if we can finish. Akrodha. Akrodha means freedom from anger. So भगवान के भक्त है, वो कभी भी गुस्सा नहीं करते हैं. जरूरत नहीं है तो गुस्सा नहीं करते कभी भी. या नहीं, जैसे कि हनुमान जी है, वो भगवान के भक्त है. हनुमान जी को कभी गुस्सा आया था? When was Hanuman ji angry? Any incidents where you remember Hanuman ji was angry? Who will tell me? Huh?
At the time when sun was, I don't know, he was flying and sun, he tried to eat the sun.
No, but that was not angry. He was just like playing a child. हनुमान जी को गुस्सा कभी आया था?
Maybe when he tried, the people tried to lift his leg and then he burned the whole lump.
Very nice, very nice. So Hanuman ji got angry only time when Ravana was chastising Lord Ramachandra. When Ravana was chastising Hanuman ji, then Hanuman ji was not angry. But as soon as Ravana started chastising Lord Ramachandra, Hanuman ji became very angry, and in the anger he burned the whole Lanka. So what do we learn from this? That we should preserve our anger and use the anger only when required. And when do you need anger? When somebody is hurting some innocent person, समझो कोई बच्चे को आके मार रहा है, परेशान कर रहा है, you become angry. You don't become angry at the child because child is innocent. But somebody troubling a child, yes, you become angry. Otherwise, not to become angry. Huh? So devotees of Lord are, even if there is a provocative situation. Provocation means आपको कुछ कहे तो फिर गुस्सा नहीं करना है. Prabhupada says that anger is the product of passion and lust. And there is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita 2.63 where Lord Krishna says that anger leads to lack of judgment. Lack of judgment leads to bewilderment of memory. When the memory is bewildered, the intelligence is lost. And when intelligence is lost, one commits sinful activities. All criminal activities are committed because people are becoming very angry. Uh, People kill each other, they trouble each other, they say bad words to each other because they are angry, right? So that is, so if you really want to be devotee of Lord, then you should avoid becoming angry. We should not become angry if it is not required. गुस्सा होता है तो क्या होता है मालूम है आपके शरीर में? What happens in your body? So when you become angry, your body releases a hormone called as adrenaline. आपका blood pressure बहुत बढ़ जाता है, heart rate बढ़ जाता है, rhythm changes. It's like a poison. So one should avoid. Okay. So we'll pause here. I think there are more qualities left, but when the time permits, we will finish. So now the qualities left are renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, freedom from envy and passion. Maybe next week, next Sunday, if you guys come, then we will finish all these 26 qualities. Huh? So these 26 qualities are very important for us if you really want to achieve Krishna consciousness. भगवान के पास जाना है तो हमारे में ये गुण होने चाहिए. तो कभी भी हमें ये गुण डेवलप कैसे एक दिन में हो जाएंगे? नहीं, कितना टाइम है हमारे पास गुण डेवलप करने के लिए? 5 साल बचे हैं. भगवान के पास जाना है तो बहुत कम समय बचा है हमारे पास. इसलिए हमें इसी जन्म में ये काम पूरा करना है. हाँ, तो धीरे धीरे हम भगवान के भक्तों के साथ रहेंगे ना, हो जाएगा. मित्रा शिल प्रभुपाद की जय. आइए हम आरती करते हैं. रिक्वेस्ट एवरीबडी दोज हु आर जॉइनिंग अस हियर टू स्टैंड अप फॉर द आरती सेरेमनी. Thank you all who are joining us online. We will do Aarti ceremony. Thank you so much. 1 second. कौन गाएगा आरती? गाने वाला कोई नहीं है ना? ठीक है. So I will sing. कोई प्ले कर सकता है मृदंग? कोई प्ले नहीं करेगा. आप करताल बजाएंगे ध्यान से? ओके. हरे कृष्ण. Let's do the आरती ceremony. आप सब लोग आगे आ सकते